Okay, so what's up, guys? It's your girl Chrissy, and I'm back, Mother Effa. Um, while I sit and wait, because I am currently on the clock, just waiting for some more work to come in and get some updates. I decided to use this opportunity to converse. I can't really converse with myself, right? But we do it anyway. So anyways, I wanted to, get some things off my chest because I'm just saying for 2020 for me is like when it comes to friendships and things of that nature, it's just weird. I'm not even gonna put it all in one bubble as far as friendship. I just want to talk about how important it is to be there for people, to listen to people and take other people's feelings into consideration. I feel like we live in a society where we have been groomed and conditioned to not give a F about other mother effers. And as a result of that, when someone that we love is hurt, we make it not our problem because it's not our problem. Like, we got our own ish going on and that ain't my problem. They'll figure it out, this, that, and the third. And I'm saying that because for me personally, like I have been through, just some things. I worded it the other day as being traumatic. It's my definition of trauma, because like PTSD, you have post-traumatic stress from a situation. And that's why I worded it as trauma or traumatic, but it's not something too detrimental or anything like that, or like I'm going insane. It's just that I think the thing that drives me more like insane is the fact that I don't have anyone to talk to. And the fact that the people that I normally talk to, I don't trust, sharing certain things with them. And the one person, there was actually two, but one in particular that I've always shared everything, just how I feel about everything and what I was going through in life, was my ex or whatever. And not prior to, because he's just been the person that I always, like my kid's father, I always like will share like a lot of details with him. But I also used to vent a lot to another ex, the ex that I said that was the best boyfriend in the world and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I used to vent to him too. So, having those people no longer in my life, on that level or whatever. And then dealing with like, I have a sister, I have a mother, that from time to time they allow me to vent to them. But for the most part, I get cut off, or they don't pick up the phone, or, oh, I gotta go, or they change the subject. And I hate this one. Not to change the subject, but changes the subject. You know what I mean? Like, people just do that in general. Like, there's so many people that are in my life that just do that in general. Or if you have an issue with them, or if you want to talk about something, they're going to tell you, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, it's still going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So regardless, if I have an issue with you, I'm going to speak on my issue, and it's going to be truth and it's going to be facts, and you can feel how you want to feel about it. So I feel like because of what society been conditioned to, for me personally, it makes it very hard to talk to people. And the way I used to, combat that, I used to seek a therapist, you know what I mean? But it's just something about talking to someone you don't know, okay? Which I was always fine with when I got therapy. I was always fine with that, but it's something about doing it virtually that just I don't I don't there's I don't see it. I don't see it being I don't want it. I'm not gonna say I don't see it being fruitful, but I just don't want it. You know what I mean? I want to be in the presence of someone and I want to communicate with them how I feel. And I want to know that they're listening and they're not just doing a job virtually, you know? So with that being said, you know, my freedom of expression, the way that I really, really want to express it to the people that I want to express it to has been shot, limited. And then it just comes to a point where it's just like, now I feel like I have to go back into this bubble because mother effers really don't care about you. Like they really, really don't. And that's fine. But they expect you not to care because they don't care. And that's the part that bothers me the most. Like that's just what this world is made out of right now. I'm trying to fix the lighting. But yeah, that's just what the world is made out of right now. Like, you know, it's just, once again, totally beyond me because it really is. Like, I may not want to hear, you know what I mean, what somebody got to say all the time because 9 times out of 10, I don't care. I don't, you know, I be having my opinions about stuff. I won't speak on it, you know, unless I feel like the time is appropriate when it's warranted or technically asked for. But for the most part, I really don't care myself to really listen, but I do it anyway because I know that's what the person needs from me. Because when I am in that situation, that's what I would need from them as well. So I listen, I let them vent. And like it be some heavy-ish and I just be like, you know, I'm happy that I was able to be there for them. And then when things turn around, like I feel like I'm just stuck. Like I really have no one to vent to. I'll go and call my mom and tell her a few things and she, you know, will make the conversation go left. Or just like, oh, I got to get ready for Bible study. Or, oh, like, you know, once I start getting into the meat and potatoes of the conversation, of the details of whatever I have to tell her, it's like, oh, she doesn't care to listen, and this, that, and the third, and it's just like, okay, no. Then I go and call my sister, and she never picks up the phone. She's always too busy, you know, or, oh, you told me that already. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I just feel like society has just gotten so selfish because, you know, oh, I'm protecting my peace and if it's going to bring me certain type of energy, but you know, what about the peace that I got? And when you told me certain things, you know what I mean? And it disturbed my peace. And I was very disturbed by some things that were shared with me. That has nothing to do with me, you know what I mean? But it has something to do with the person I love. But, you know, I was willing to wear that, you know, bear that on my chest because I wanted to be there for them. Like I would want somebody to be there for me, you know? So I'm really just like venting right now. You know what I mean? It's just a major, I don't know, like it's just a major thing that I just wanted to get off my chest. Can you talk about hot? A major thing I want to get off my chest because I don't know, is it just me? Am I overreacting? I know I'm saying a lot without saying nothing at all because I choose to keep certain things, you know, I will not reveal certain things to the tube. But, you know, I just been through some things lately where I just want to talk about it. And the people that I have, quote unquote, in my life, I don't feel comfortable talking to them about it. And what's crazy is I did try. I tried multiple times. Like even the other night, like I just told one of my peoples, I'm like, yo, I'm really sad deep down inside. Like I'm really sad. And whatever shifted the conversation. And it's just like, and the crazy thing was, like, I knew that night I was going to like reveal, how I feel. So like while I'm out, I just started crying. I ended up getting into an argument with one of my peoples, and it wasn't the argument. It's just the fact that nobody really cares. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about you and what you got going on. And it's just crazy that this world has been reduced to that. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's just like, damn, and I know, and I'm very realistic with God. I know I can pray about it. I do pray about it. But there are things that I want from direct contact with human beings that I can't get from God. You know what I mean? Like, if I just want to vent, I vent to God all the time. You know what I mean? But if I want to talk to someone, that's what I'm looking for. I just want to talk to somebody about what I'm going through that will be an active listener, or not what I'm going through, but what I've been through. And therefore it's somewhat of what I'm going through. Like, life is great. Like, I really have no complaints about life overall. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. My children are blessed, growing and healthy. We are all healthy. God has given me the knowledge and the ability to move through this COVID-19 as wisely as I can, and has protected me, even though I feel like personally for me a couple of times, I exposed myself, but thankfully I was protected and, smart enough to do what I need to do and take the immune boosters on the regular, which I do need to share with you all, because I really believe that, these immune boosters build my immune system so strong, me and my children, where we're just not affected, you know what I mean? But that'll be a different video. But yeah, I just feel like for me personally, like, life is great. It's great. It's great internally, it's great on the surface. It's just the things that I am struggling with is the people in this world. And those are the people that's close to me, people that I've never seen before, met before I came into contact with, people that don't really know me at all and came to contact with, people that I trust or trusted. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the people in this world that I have a problem with. And let's not forget the people or person that I loved. Okay, so like, it's a lot of bit of that. That's what it is. My bank accounts is blessed. I'm blessed. Like, I'm living very comfortably right now by the grace of God. I really have no complaints there at all. I love the fact that I'm able to pay my tithes. That's another thing. I've been paying my tithes for well over a year now, and God has been nothing but sure and true, and just keeping my pockets fat. You know what I mean? And I thank God for that. I thank God for, blessing me and my obedience to his word. So it has nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? It's not that per se. It's more so, just dealing with people. And I really feel like I'm at a place in life where I'm gonna just have to get back into my bubble. Like, I really don't think I'm meant for people. And when I had these people out of my life, I didn't have any issues going on. There was no combativeness. There wasn't no fights, no altercations, none of that. Like, and the only reason why I was open to, or reopening to having that, the only reason why I reopened it to have these people in my life on a concurrent basis is because when I didn't have these people in my life, I thought that that's what I was missing, because, I don't have somebody to pick up and call and be on the phone with and this, that, and the third, So I missed that. But now that I have that, it's just like, I don't think I'm supposed to have that. You feel me? Like, I think that I really think that I have to protect me from the world, and in some instances protect the world from me. You know what I mean? Because I haven't fully changed the way I thought I did. Because when placed in, high rooted situations and things of that nature, I am quickly reminded that I'm still not one to be effed with, and I'm still about that life, and I'm still not the one, and I'm still with the ish. And I don't like that. I don't like being put in situations where I feel like I'm going to have to be like that. And then not only that, but I've been in situations lately where, I just want to live my life and be happy, and chicks just want to hate. Like, they just want to hate. And I'm just like, that to me is traumatic. Like, that's traumatic. Like, you want to live your life and be happy and, turn up and have fun, and just chicks just want to sit there and snare. You know what I mean? And I do have certain friends where I know I can go out with and we're not going to have any problems because, they're just too ladylike. They're not aggressive at all. And I do believe that with certain people, certain energy comes with that, you know what I mean? And feed off of certain things in that nature. But, just got a voicemail. But yeah, so with that being said, that's all it is for me. You know what I mean? That's all it is for me. And it's just really about the people that I have in my life right now. And I think I should just reduce it or just connect more with the people. And then not only that, but there's the worry of like you venting to someone and they just, they're listening, they act like they want to listen, but then you see like an indirect status from somebody that they're close to saying something that you said to them. Just it's just the worry of you running your mouth, you exposing my business to somebody else, like these things that I vent to you about, even though you may be good to turn up with or just to go out with and not have to worry about an altercation happening, you still aren't good enough for me to talk to. So I really feel like just basing everything off of like what I've been through lately, I'm okay with removing certain people out of my life because in the short period of time, what I have been exposed to in a short period of time, things that I haven't been exposed to, all this time, is telling me that there's still a lot of maturity and growth that we all have to do. You know what I mean? And we may not be able to do it right now with each other. We may have to do it individually and then come back. That doesn't mean there's no love lost, but it's just people. I'm just tired of being there for people, being their ear, and then they pretending to be my ear, but it's really just tea that they're sipping. That's it. And not actually having someone that's here for me. And I really can say that from the bottom of my heart. Like the only people that I have that are here for me are my children. And my oldest child is my son, and he's 14, going on 15. He's the most easiest to talk to because, he's older and, I'm his mama. He's going to side with me regardless, but it's never about siding with me, It's just, I know that when I talk to him, he's not sipping tea. Like, he only cares about what I'm talking to him about. So, that's the greatest part about being a mother and, your kids getting older. But this was kind of my way of venting and speaking in circles and saying a lot of nothing, but still getting some things off my chest. So if you watched, if you listened and you can relate, I'd be happy to read, your thoughts or whatever. So please leave it in the comment box. And let me know like your take on society right now when it comes to just having someone to really turn to just to talk. Like, I don't need no money from no one. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. You know what I mean? God covered all those orders, and part of it may just be simply, I don't want to get into details right now. I don't know if I will. I'm gonna just have to pray on that. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm not ready to get into details about certain things, but yeah, just let me know if you can kind of feel what I'm saying. I feel like I'm saying a lot and nobody will understand it. So I do apologize about that. I just need to vent, and I got all this time this morning. Dang, they called me like literally back to back. But yeah, so I just wanted to use the opportunity to post a video. My face is clean, hair not done, you know what I mean? Teeth is brushed, but I look a mess. Okay. And yeah, I think that's yeah, I'm just gonna put a cap on it. Just gonna wrap this video up. 20 minutes. Okay. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. It is Chrissy, and I'm tapping out with the fat sign. Peace and love, love and harmony, and be blessed. Yes.